All right, you bunch of degenerates. It's time to do the Chargers. So we've got Bears, Washington, New England, Arizona, all done today. Round of applause for me. Right now we're doing the Chargers. Chargers was tough to pick because I only found 3 mock drafts for the Chargers. One of them was mine, and it was I think I did get the most interaction, but it was people just laughing at me. So I figure I am going to allow myself to kind of, if I have the best mock, but I'm going to scrap that one because I think it was mostly just negative feedback. And that left me with 2. One of them had just gotten in there, so he only had 1 like. And so kind of by default, no, I don't mean that in any way offensively or whatever, but Dixon Joe Butte had 3 reactions and a share, which was me. So we're going with that. He is the Chargers representative. He's got an uphill battle because Chargers fans don't exist, so I don't know who's going to come in here and share this video. But we're going to do it anyways because we're doing it up, doing it to it. So we'll see how many more I can do. I know there's a ton of Giants mocks, so that'll be kind of cool to go through. I gotta get making some stakes pretty soon, so we'll see. $100 giveaway to the best 7-round mock draft in our group. Bam, right there. Link is not in the description because I forgot, but just go find it. It's facebook.com/groups/mock drafts. Just type in NFL draft. It'll be the top one there. But drop in a 7-round mock. If you have the best 7-round mock based on how much people like it in the group, I'm going to make a video. If the video is the best video, then you get $100. Plain and simple. You do have to like and subscribe or subscribe to the channel, whatever. But let's get started. So here are the Chargers. One of the interesting things I noticed about the Chargers, a lot of old guys and a lot of guys not on contract for a long time. Khalil Mack, elite football player, but he's 33 years old. He's costing $38 million this year. I don't know. Maybe they're going to look to extend him. He's still playing at a high level. Get that cap hit down a little bit, put him on for a couple more years. I don't know. But at 33 years old, you kind of feel like let's just ride it out and kind of be done with it. Joey Bosa on the other side is already 29. He's got 2 years left on his contract. So we'll see what happens with that. Then you got the wide receivers, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, very good football players, but they're 32 and 30. Keenan Allen is 32 years old. Mike Williams is 30. I'm guessing at least one of them is going bye-bye. They're both on the final years of their contract, and it's $34.7 million for Keenan Allen and $32.4 for Mike Williams. Completely unsustainable. You've also got Eric Kendricks in the final year of his contract. Rashawn Slater over here. He's probably going to get another contract, but still lots and lots of that kind of stuff going on. But, you know, as you're looking through the team, we need some wide receiver help, certainly. The offensive line, I mean, Slater, that's great. But then you look at Zion Johnson, just has not been a good first-round pick. Corey Linsley, injured, 32, clearly on the way out. Jamari Salyer fell off in this past year, and then Pipkins is just not getting it. So need that, need wide receiver. Edge rushers are getting old. Interior needs help. Corners, I mean, Asante Samuel is solid. I don't know what else we have. Linebackers, again, we don't have much. Kendricks is fine, but he's going to be on the way out pretty soon. As you can see, 32 years old, very intermittent. This is one of his better years of his career. So, yeah, man, we need a little bit of everything. I don't know what is going on with Derwin James, but maybe just need some better coaches. I'm not sure. But why don't we go ahead and get started with the first pick. Where are we at here? The 7th pick in the first round, the Chargers select Dallas Turner, edge rusher, Alabama, 21 years old, 6'4", 242. Get out of my way. As you can see here, obviously he is more of a pure pass rusher, about a 90 PFF grade there, 55 pressures and 11 sacks on just 292 attempts. You can see that he's gotten better every single year, which is a good thing to see, 60s, 70s, and then 80s. So being just 21 years old, showing that constant ascent, for me anyways, that's a big deal. I like the consistency as well. It's not majorly consistent, but it's not like just 1 or 2 games kind of a deal. So solid football player. And again, we need that. It's not maybe the biggest need today, but I think it's smart because you need to take the high value position now before it's a problem. So he's going to come in. He's going to learn from Mack. He's going to learn from Bosa. Presumably, I don't know, maybe these guys are leaving, and we'll go from there. With the 37th pick, the Chargers select Ennis Rakestraw Jr., 6 foot, 188-pound corner out of Missouri. 4 years at Missouri. Pretty solid production the last 2 years, although obviously we missed a couple games here due to injury. But, it's one of those things. It's weird because you look at it and go, they got some good players here, but almost every single situation, very similar to the Cardinals, you could argue for it being a position of need. And so you just take the best player available, which I appreciate. We're doing that. These are very important positions, edge rusher and corner. We need help at both positions. And so we're getting some key pieces early. At pick 38, just one pick later, Tyler Nubin, safety, 6'2", 210 pounds out of Minnesota. I'm a big fan of Tyler Nubin. As you can see, although he is solid in run defense and tackling, look at the coverage grade at 90. That's what I like. 20 targets, just 6 receptions for 90 yards. He did give up 2 touchdowns, but had 5 picks, 4 pass breakups, 39.6 pass rating when targeted. He's never had 100. It's 88.6 was his worst. But he is a solid coverage guy, but also still looks to be able to handle the tackling and run defense responsibilities. We've got Gilman here. This is kind of a weird one. I'm guessing this is kind of a flukish deal that you're not expecting to continue. I don't know. And then Derwin, again, I have no idea what's going on with Derwin James. Maybe it's just a system scheme fit thing, but that needs to get turned around. At pick 69, Jatavian Sanders, 20 years old, 6'4", 243-pound tight end out of Texas. First time, so we've gone defense. Now we're going offense. Obviously Herbert needs some help, offensive line as well as weapons and whatnot. Assuming we're just going best player available, not maybe the highest position of importance, but if he can come in and be a blocker as well as a receiver and help get this back to the good old days of having a really solid tight end here. At pick 105, Blake Fisher. We talked about him a couple mocks ago, 6'6", 312 pounds, tackle out of Notre Dame. Primarily a right tackle, has spent a little bit of time at left tackle, but 3 years at Notre Dame. Last 2 years have been pretty solidly productive. Clearly, you can see he's a better pass blocker than he is a run blocker, but he's still capable of handling that. And, again, we're at pick 105, so we'll see how productive he can be. But offensive line is massively important. Hopefully he can come in and be that right tackle. Again, as you can see, he spent most of his time at right tackle, so it is a really good fit as far as what, the needs are. So he's going to come in and compete day one. At pick 138, Jordan Jefferson, defensive tackle out of LSU, 6'4", 317 pounds. Spent 4 years at West Virginia. LSU was kind of, I guess you can call it a breakout year. His highest grades is a 70.5, run defense 72.4. Not much pass rush, though. How big is this guy? 317. I mean, he's pretty big, but it's nothing too crazy. But 7 pressures on 203 attempts is horrifically bad. So maybe he needs to pack on a few more pounds and just be a straight-up nose tackle or something. I don't know. But he's obviously going to come in and try to add some beef to this defensive line unit, and we'll see how that goes. At pick 182, Zion Tupuola-Fetui. He is an edge rusher out of Washington, 6'4", 254. Kind of fits in line with 6'4", 242 Dallas Turner. So we're going for a type here. But 27 pressures, 346 attempts, 4 sacks. It's pretty weak as far as the statistics are concerned, especially in college. Generally, you have some kind of inflated numbers and you don't quite reproduce that. But, he spent 6 years at Washington. The grades have not been great aside from 2020. 20 pressures on 95 attempts is pretty wild, but, just hasn't played a ton. Grades aren't fantastic. He's going to come in, he's going to compete, but it's hard to get excited about specifically what I'm seeing right here. At pick 222, we got an interesting one. Austin Reed, quarterback, Western Kentucky. He's got a backup. I guess we're just bringing in a clipboard holder here. Obviously, you can try to develop him, but, Justin Herbert is a phenomenal quarterback. He's not even quite 26 years old yet. so he's not going anywhere. Finally, at pick 255, Nathaniel Watson, linebacker, Mississippi. Again, it is a need. We don't have much talent, and Kendricks is on his way out the door. But 6'2", 245, really solid tackler, has been. He's been, again, a guy that's going to be up in age. 6 years at Mississippi State, started 4 of those. In the last 3 years, he has just been a premier tackler, really solid run defense. Coverage, maybe not so much, but as you get later into this, you find guys that specialize in one thing, and you kind of go from there. And then, especially when you look at linebackers, I'm always curious about his special teams. And he has done a little bit, doesn't grade out super well, but that's probably something that he's going to be doing a lot in the NFL. So, all right, that is the Chargers mock. Again, make sure you like and subscribe. I keep saying like, subscribe to the channel, join the Facebook group, and drop yourself a 7-round mock draft. Give yourself an opportunity to win a $100, $100 giveaway. So I'll talk to you later. We're going to come back and probably do the Giants. We're I'm running out of steam here a little bit, and we'll see how much we can get done. But we got the Giants coming up next. Get your mocks in. I'll see you then.